Hey, good morning. It's a good Thursday morning. I hope you're doing well today. I'm really excited about today's devotional. I'm going to kind of cut out of all the small talk I typically do to kind of ease you into this. I want to go ahead and get right to it because you've got a special treat for our devotional today. Today's hymn is going to be hymn 474 in our United Methodist hymnal. Precious Lord, take my hand. And this is a favorite of one of Holly's favorite hymns. And she does as beautiful and powerful rendition of this hymn as anybody I've ever heard. So I want you to listen to Holly sing Precious Lord now for you. And frankly, there's not much I can say after you hear her finish singing. So here's Holly.
Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on, let me stand. I am tired, I am weak, I am worn through the storm, through the night. Lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home.
Told you she was good. I told you were going to enjoy that. I was never really familiar with this hymn until I heard Holly sing it. And her rendition and her version of this is just something that's just is always so beautiful to me. This is a very powerful song with a very powerful history. Thomas Dorsey, who wrote the words to it, he wrote this hymn in the midst of great pain. He wrote this hymn after the death of his wife and infant child in childbirth. So what should have been a moment of great joy, I turned into a moment of great sorrow, and that's when he wrote this hymn at that moment of great sorrow. And a lot of hymns are kind of like that. I think of It Is Well With My Soul was also written in a moment of great personal pain and anguish. But he wrote the song in the midst of his personal pain. It's kind of become a standard hymn for a lot of times of grief, and it's a hymn that also has a lot of meaning in the African American church. This was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s favorite hymn. In fact, he would have Mahalia Jackson sing it for him at rallies, at marches, and then she sang it at his funeral. Lee and Team Price sang this at President Johnson's funeral, and then Aretha Franklin sang it at her funeral. It is a hymn that has a lot of resonance in amongst many of our African American friends, and it is a song that I think just always speaks to me. You've already heard it sung, but let me just read the words to you real quick. Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on, let me stand. I am tired, I am weak, I am worn. Through the storm, through the night, lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. When my way grows drear, precious Lord, linger near. When my life is almost gone, hear my cry, hear my call. Hold my hand lest I fall. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. When the darkness appear, the night draws near, and the day is past and gone, at the river I stand. Guide my feet, hold my hand. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. There's something beautiful. You can hear the pain, can't you? I am tired, I am weak, I am worn. When my way grows drear, when my life is almost gone, hear my cry, hear my call. Hold my hand lest I fall. When the darkness appears, the night draws near and the day is almost gone. At the river I stand, that Jordan River we think of so often in hymns associated with heaven. This is a song of pain and a song of exhaustion and a song of hurt. I think that's why it has a lot of meaning to many of us. It's a hymn that we can sing. There are some hymns that are very uplifting, or marching to Zion. I mean, honestly, many of the hymns we've sung thus far, talked about thus far this week. Love Divine. When we all get to heaven, Amazing Grace, even. You know, songs that have so much optimism and hope. This is a song here, this is a hymn here about being broken and being tired and being worn, being sad even. And what is the resounding chorus in this hymn? Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. I think that's what's encouraging about this hymn, is to think about the times in our life when we are exhausted and we are sad and we are worn. To know that in those moments, our precious Lord will lead us home. That we can trust his hand, we can trust his grace, we can trust his mercy, we can trust him to lead us to where we need to be in those times of great sadness, in those times of exhaustion, in those times of hurt. So today you may find yourself needing to hear those words. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. No matter how tired you may be, no matter how exhausted you may be, no matter how frustrated you may be, our precious Lord does hear our hurt and hear our cry, and he will take our hand and he will lead us home. No matter how tired we may be, no matter how broken we may feel, no matter how bad it may look, we can trust in his hand. So today, no matter where you find yourself, trust in him. He is not deaf to your cries. He is not blind to your pain. He sees, he knows, he hears, and most of all, he loves. Precious Lord, take my hand. Today he will, for me and for you. May we rejoice in that truth today. Thanks for watching.